Hello and welcome to Runescape. So today saw the release of the second part of the Elf City, making it really big now. So this gives us 4 new clans. These are the Construction and Crafting clan, the Summoning and Divination clan, the Agility and Prayer clan, and finally the Dungeoneering and Herblore clan. So there's a bunch of things which have been added, so first let's head off and go to the Construction and Crafting clan. So here, this is where the player-owned house portal is. It's been moved from before, so now there's only 3 portals in the bit where it was before, over there. So you can go and buy your logs and do all the things there. Then if we head over to the next bit, this is where the crafting area is, where you can go and mine that rock, and you can then turn that into crystal flasks, which is used for making the combination potions. I think it gives 6 doses, but I'm not too sure about that. Just up here is a statue thing, where you make the statues, construction statues, which is the divination, construction D&D thing, which you can do monthly. So that gives you 5 statues now. Next, we go over to the summoning area. There's a fairy ring, which could be quite useful. There's a couple of things here, well, not too many things, the obelisk, and there's an imp collector, so if you collect all the imps, you can go to him. And on the opposite side, through this barrier, is the divination thing. If you kill these things, they drop corrupted things, and then you can go and put them into the divination portal thing. And they also go and get some other jobs, and with that you can then make some divination familiar. Next, if we head along the path, there's no connection bit between the divination area, and we then head to the agility bit, and up to the left is the prayer area. So there's 2 bits of the agility. There's these stands where you can copy what the lady of the clan does, and you'll get extra XP, and there's also a small agility course. So if you click on the cloth, and you'll start to go along, and it performs lots of sort of animations and stuff. You can't move the camera while doing this, but you basically go around the tower, head up the cliff, climb on top of the tower, and then once you get to the end, you'll end up teleporting back to the start. So go up, does a bunch of random flips and stuff. It says velocity and time. I'm not really sure how you can possibly do this slow. You can't go and fail it. So you need 77 agility to go and do this course, so it's fairly good. Sort of a mixture between like a halfway sort of point. Then you get to this tower, and then you get teleported straight back. And then you can claim your reward from the glowing things, where you can get some items of clothing. It just seem to be cosmetic, they're just sort of elf clothing. They don't actually do anything, and of course some agility XP. So then let's go I think we'll go to the prayer area next. There is a giant corrupted crystal, and you need to go and buy a crystal for 130k to start cleansing the crystal, and this will give you sort of AFK prayer experience. So this is quite nice. I think the crystals are probably consumable since you get 5 of them, but I'm not sure how long they last, but that's quite good. Just down off the edge, now at the bottom, there is a gnome glider, so that could be useful to anyone who uses those. I don't use them anymore really, the fairy rings are a bit more useful than that. And let's head to the herblore section. So in this herblore section, there's a couple of new farming plots. So there's a fruit tree plot over there, and if we go into the area, we can go and have a look at what combination potions you can get. So there's a shop, and then there's the combination potions. So there's a bunch of combination potions. So along the top we have grand potions in the 5 combat skills. So this is sort of better than extreme. I'm not sure whether these degrade over time, or whether it's a constant buff. Then there's these two things. So there's Restore sort of potion, which gives prayer, and then it gives stats, and then adrenaline. And then there is also another prayer sort of potion. And there's quite a lot of other potions, but you'll notice that there's quite a few which I haven't unlocked. So you need to go and discover what these are, and they're probably a combination of the combination potions. So that gives 14 plus 2, and then the supreme potions of the various combat stats, they give 16 plus 2, 16 plus 4. I mean. So then we've got these sort of overload things, and then we've got the sort of combination of the prayer one, which is prayer renewal plus prayer boost. So that's quite nice. That could be useful for fight kiln or something, fight pits or whatever they are, various things. And then there's the overload sort of ones, and this is an overload with a prayer buff. So that's those two things combined. I'm not sure if that's the same as an overload or whether it's slightly worse. Then there's an overload with the anti-fire potion, and I imagine this one there is probably a combination of overload plus prayer and anti-fire. And then there's a supreme overload, which is better than an overload. And then the next ones after that will probably be a combination of the various other things. So that's all really cool and probably give some good bonuses. And they mean you have to bring less potions with you, or you can have longer trips. Then we go over to here, and there is a level 95 Dungeoneering resource dungeon. In here there are divine locations which randomly spawn. There's also a bloodroot tree, and then there's a horde stalker who gives you a card. There's a load of cards you can go and get, and the one that I've got increases the chance of Slayer monsters spawning, so that could be quite good if you're going for something like a Hex Hunter bow. So that's level 95 Dungeoneering one. There is also a level 115 Dungeoneering portal, and this gives you access to completionist dragon thing more. And this is where you use the Motherlode shards. So I'm not 115 Dungeoneering, so I cannot use my Motherlode shards, which is a bit annoying, so I was hoping that you could. Also in that dungeon is the Edamu, which can be given as a Slayer monster, and have a load of good drops. And also you may notice that there are these pillars. So these pillars have various skills, and you basically buy some moss, and as you train skills in the elf city, these will then grow, and you will be able to get farming XP and XP in the various skills. So there's 4 pillars. So there's a fletching one, a thieving one, a dungeoneering one, and a strength one. So you can buy these moss seeds from people. I could have bought them from the person earlier, and there's also one there. You buy each moss seed for 50k, so they're not too cheap. And as you train the skills, they will grow. So that's the fletching one there, and then over time that will grow. And the one next to it is the thieving one. And if we go across the bridge, there is the dungeoneering one, and on the other one is the strength. I've not done the strength one because I've got 99 strength, so I'm not really bothering to train that now. So another thing I sort of forgot about earlier was back in sort of the crafting area. There are a few things. There is basically an AFK way to train crafting, and this will give you some dust. As you can see, I've got a little bit in my inventory at the bottom, and this is used for crystal items. So if you go along, and there are some harps, some golden harps, and if you click on the harps, you'll start training crafting. Now this dust is used for making the crystal hatchet and the crystal pickaxe. You need, I think it's 10,000 of this dust, and the dust isn't tradable. So by clicking on these harps, you'll gain XP. I'm getting 160 XP, that's with bonus XP though. And that gives you the dust. So you need 10,000 of this dust to go and make these crystal hatchets and crystal pickaxes. So back in the construction area, there is Lady Ithil, and you need 10,000 of this dust plus the item. You can have it when it's just in your tool belt, so you don't need to buy a new one, which is really good. That'd been really annoying if you'd have had to buy a new one. And you can upgrade it to a crystal pickaxe. So these require level 71. So it's like the next level of the dragon pickaxe, but you do need the dragon pickaxe and dragon hatchet to actually use it. So is a good step up. I'll probably go and get one, but it could take a while since you need 10,000 dust to go and make it. Other than that, it is free, but 10,000 dust will take you a long time. So that's 20,000 dust to go and get the 2 crystal items. And yeah, so that's pretty much everything of the New Elf City with it completed. Also at the top there is 2 voices, so you can go and get bonus XP in 2 of the areas. And the other thing is the thieving. You can now pickpocket from these new clans, and they fill in the gaps from before. So instead of being 91, 93, 95, and 97, there is now a 92, a 94, and a 96, and a 98. So this is quite good for me since I'm 92 thieving, so I don't have to wait 20 minutes before I can thieve again. So that's really nice, so you can sort of go along to them and pickpocket lots. So I hope everyone enjoys the New Elf City. Please check out my video and get ready for my Christmas giveaway, which will be happening in December. So if you want to help out with that or get some free money, please come along. Go check that out. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.